Stop apologizing for your feelings because that sends a message to your brain that you are less important than other people, and that's simply not true. Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining me here today. If you're new, I'm Amanda. Welcome to the channel where we are all about shattering the mental health stigma. If you haven't already, please make sure you make sweet, sweet love to that subscribe button. Give the bell a few kisses so you're not missing any of this content designed to help you with your mental health or help you help someone else. Today I'm going to be reacting to Wait in the Truck by Hardy featuring Lainey Wilson. I don't know anything about this, but I saw it requested a lot here in the comments section, and I also had several friends suggest it to me. So this isn't a request from a Patreon, just something I saw a lot of requests for. But if you haven't had a chance to check out my Patreon, please make sure to do so. Link is in the description, and every single dime goes toward my mental health outreach. You also get some pretty amazing perks, if I do say so myself, including intimate little Zoom calls and priority song requests. But let's jump into today's reaction. Wait in the Truck by Hardy.
I got turned around in some little town I'd never been to before. Working my way through the middle of June, midnight thunderstorm. There was something in the headlights that stopped me on a dime. Well, she was scared to death, so I said climb in, and then she climbed. Oh,
shadowing or?
well, she was bruised and broke from head to toe with a tear in her bloodstained shirt. She didn't tell the whole truth, but she didn't have to. I knew what had happened to her. I didn't load her down with questions. That girl had been through enough. I just threw it in drive, looked in those eyes, and asked her where he was.
Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Well, I will say that bullies or abusers often hurt people because of their own pain, and I genuinely think that they deserve a chance to heal and atone, because it sounds like he's gonna go after this guy, and I completely understand. It's frustrating to see a justice system that fails survivors over and over, and it sounds like this is a domestic violence situation, and she is escaping or trying to escape. This guy wants to know where he is, didn't ask her a lot of questions because he can figure it out, and that's actually kind of important in a situation like this, that I don't think it's always appropriate to ask a lot of questions as much as to just listen and comfort the person in whatever way necessary. But I can understand wanting to take matters into your own hands, and this is something I've long since struggled with, because there's a part of me that has the Gandhi complex, that an eye for an eye and the world goes blind. But there's another part of me that is very Dexter Morgan, that just wants to see justice for those who slip between the cracks, and this deep burning desire to protect the vulnerable and the wounded. So I get it. See if that's where this is going.
I don't know if he's an angel, 'cause angels don't do what he did. He was hell-bent to find a man behind all the whiskey scars I hid. I never thought my day of justice would come from a judge under a seat, but I knew right then I'd never get hit again when he said to me,
wait in the truck, just wait in the truck.
Oh my god. Oh my god, yes.
Well, I knocked and no one came, so I kicked in his double wide door. I let the hammer drop before he got to that 12 he was reaching for. I didn't try to hide my pistol, I didn't even try to run. I just sat on the porch door, smoking one of his cigarettes, and waited for the cops to come.
I don't know.
Oh my. Oh. Man, you all know my dark passenger so well. I have pulled a gun twice in my life, and both times were to protect friends that were being abused. And this specifically actually takes me back to one of those times because I was a teenager. One of my friends showed up at my door. She had bruises, black eye, and I figured out pretty quickly what was going on. She didn't have to tell me. I figured it out. I already suspected it anyway with her partner. And I went to my mom. I said, "Can you watch after her? I'll be right back." I took one of my dad's guns. I drove to his house, knocked on his door, shoved the gun in his face, and said, "If you ever effing touch my best friend again, I will kill you." Never touched her after that. I did not do anything, to be clear, but wow. It didn't show it, but it was talking about him smoking the guy's cigarette on the porch. There's a sense of pride in that cigarette, but I think her aspect of it brings humanity to the story. So her sharing that in court brings humanity to the story. This isn't some unstable stranger who went and took out a person to live out a fantasy or because of his own tendencies. This is, you have a woman that's been abused, right? And oftentimes they're convinced that they deserve it and it's their fault, so they hide the bruises and scars. In this case, they were talking about whiskey scars, so she was hiding those and stuff. So it was obviously probably fueled by a drunken rage, which is fairly common. Not reason behind abuse, but a very common fuel for abuse, we'll say that. But you have the stranger that empathized with her pain, that wanted to help and didn't know how else to do so. And obviously the judge under the seat is the gun, and he's gonna serve vigilante justice. In other words, he's gonna kill the SOB. But yeah, we're just gonna finish out this story.
Don't know if he's an angel, 'cause angels don't do what he did. He was hell-bent to find a man behind all the whiskey scars I hid. I never thought my day of justice would come from a judge under a seat, but I knew right then I'd never get hit again when he said to me,
Wait in the truck, just wait in the truck. Whoa, have mercy on me, Lord, have mercy on me. Have mercy on me, Lord. It's been 60 months, and she still comes to see me from time to time. It was worth the price to see a brighter side of the girl I picked up that night. And I might be here forever. It ain't paradise, that's true, but it's a whole hell of a lot better than the place I sent him to.
Oh snap!
Thank you.
Wait in the truck, just wait in the truck. Wait in the truck, just wait in the truck. Have mercy on me, Lord, have mercy on me. Have mercy on me, wait in the truck, just wait in the truck. Wait in the truck, just wait in the truck.
So he traded his freedom for hers. And that, I don't want to say is beautiful, but I also want to say is beautiful. Look, he winds up in prison. He has no regret for it, as he feels that he did the world a favor in taking this guy out, and sending the abuser to hell. And she supports him, as evident by showing up to continue talking to them. I hope they had a longer conversation than just the thank you, but that was really powerful way of showing that, of showing her gratitude. But they're both hoping that God will understand, and it's not that they are bad people. It's not that they are just criminals out to murder people. There was a struggle there, you know, and the woman sees this guy as a savior, someone who rescued her from the hell that she was living in. And look, I know that the comment section will probably turn into, well, she could have just left. And I really, really wish people would understand that leaving an abusive relationship is not as easy as it sounds. It's kind of like telling someone who's having an eating disorder, well, you just need to eat a sandwich. It gets to a point where it's not that easy. It's not simple to walk away. In the case of abusers, look, here's the thing is, it doesn't start off as an abusive relationship. I liken it to a leaky faucet where there's a drip, 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 right? You don't even think about it too much. It's just kind of a nuisance, and you make excuses for the faucet. And you say that somebody will come fix the faucet eventually, right? But then you wake up one morning and you're drowning and you have no idea how you got there. And this person can take your self-esteem. This person can take control of your money. They can isolate you from all of your support, because the cycle of abuse is very calculated, and they aim to do as much damage as possible to prevent you from leaving. So it's not easy, but it is possible. And I will list some organizations, some resources in the description if you are needing to get out of this kind of situation so you don't do anything like this. But I do completely understand. I might have gotten a little happier than I probably should have watching this video, because like I said, I have that internal struggle where I want people to see that the abuser is in pain and that they need mental health support too. And I hope that if you are feeling angry, if you are feeling like you're losing control, that you get the help that you deserve too, that you don't take that out on other people, because that's where it kind of gets challenging, where you had the opportunity to do something and get help and you didn't. It's available, guys, for both sides. So I will encourage anyone out there who does feel anger and rage, who does feel like it's hard to control themselves, to get help, because I do see that struggle. I do see that pain there. But at the end of the day, like I said, I understand the desire for justice. As a survivor of rape and narc abuse myself, I get it. I really get it. And like I said, protecting my friends in that way, it's kind of impulsive. It's not impulsive in the sense of just acting on impulse. It's our natural reaction to want to, protect, to want to end that situation, to want to end that injustice. So very powerful song. I wasn't expecting more country, but I'm okay with it. This is the best country song I've heard probably since my childhood. I am really loving it. I was really resonating with the last couple that I've listened to, and they have been pretty powerful, but I think this is my favorite that I've heard since my childhood. So good job, guys, because it's hard to get me to like new school country, but that was a really powerful video and very simply presented. I like that. I like the simplicity of it because it was still very powerful. Every movement, every word like really told a story. Every scene really drove home the story. So thank you guys for suggesting that to me. Hopefully I didn't scare anyone away. Please make sure that you're sharing your stories here in the comments, good, bad, and crazy. It doesn't matter where you're at in your mental health journey. We are here to love you and support you and help you get the resources that you need if you're in a challenging situation. But you are loved, you are worthy. I understand that sometimes we can find ourselves in situations with people that don't see that tear us down, and this community exists to build you back up. So no matter where you're at, share your story. We will hold space for you. I love you guys so much, and I will see you soon. Mwah.